Happy Tuesday. My name is Wendy Lee, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the US. And I'm excited that you joined me today for a little bit of paper crafting fun, right? Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, I am going to double check that I am in the right place, right? And that my video has gone live. Let's see. I'm a few minutes early today. I am testing some changes that I'm making in my lighting and my space a little bit. So you guys will have to let me know if it's better or worse. Hey, Mary Cook, so glad you're here today. Hopefully we'll have a few more jump in. Like I said, I'm a little bit early, but I'm excited that you are joining me today. So what will we be doing? We are going to be creating a super cute birthday card that I am going to be using to send out in the customer packets for all those that have joined my online bingo. So it is featuring, online bingo will feature the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set. And of course, this coordinates with the Hey Chick stamp set. And I believe it's until the end of June. We also have dies that go with both of these. So this is the stamp set Stampin' Up! Brought back from 2017 celebration. I've never seen them do that before. Hey, Diane, so glad you jumped in. So it's exciting. They brought it back, super cute stamp set, and gave us dies. And then they've added dies to this lovely birthday chick. So I'm featuring the birthday chick stamp set in my upcoming online bingo. So that will take place on March 20th, I believe it is, but registration ends this Friday. So today's project will be the project that I'm going to put in everybody's box with their goodies. So you'll see that in just a moment. The other thing I wanted to bring up is that today we started a new promotion. So each year Stampin' Up! Likes to give us an early release of some of our upcoming products. So I have the new Butterfly Brilliance stamp set, hopefully I'm in screen, and the coordinating Brilliant Wings dies. Awesome, 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 awesome. So though that bundle or products, whichever way you want to look at it, will all be in the new annual catalog starting on May 4th. But you can get them now as part of the early release. Now, as part of the early release, I didn't grab it, but there is a 6x6 stack of paper. No, I don't have it on this side of my table, as well as a 12x12 specialty paper. It's a textured wood grain. It's really nice. So the two designer papers that come with the promotion are limited edition. So those are only good through May 3rd. So at the end of this catalog is when it'll switch over. So, and then I'm sweetening the deal. So anybody that purchases either the entire collection from me or the bundle will get an exclusive 12 project tutorial from me using those products. And then later this week, I'll also be posting an event, a stamp camp around this collection of products as well. So lots of good stuff going on. Hey, Kay, so glad you're here. Yes, happy Tuesday. Yay. Hey, Gwen, so glad you're here. I think, yep, it's 12:30. So I am going to go ahead and switch the camera and jump on into what we've got going on today so you can see the super cute project. Now, leave me comments, you guys, and let me know. Like I said, I'm working on my space, right? And trying to figure out what's a little easier. I'm finding that my videos looked really washed out if they were bright enough, or otherwise they were too dark. So I'm playing today. So I've turned on autofocus on my camera, which could make us nauseous. Maybe it'll work out great, but I'm hoping that the clarity is going to be better. So you guys will have to give me feedback on that. If it's constantly doing this crazy zoom in and out thing, that just makes me nauseous. And I'm sure you don't want to watch a video like that either. So let me know and I can turn that off. If I notice it, I will stop and flip that off. But I'm trying to watch multiple things at the same time. And then hopefully the change I've made to my desk surface, I put a black sheet down so that it helps absorb some of that light. So hopefully that's going to help as well. So you guys definitely let me know what you think. So let's go ahead and switch over to, switch over to the other camera. Nice. So that's the super cute project that we are making today, right? All right, so let me get situated. So I am over in front of the project. So hopefully you can see this has a lovely texture on the front of the card. I feel like my light is still a little bit bright. And then you can see the stitch detail here, hopefully. And then I've got the detail of the die in here as well. And then I left the inside pretty basic. I just stamped the happy birthday on the inside. So pretty simple, fast and easy card. I think this will be an easy one to make for just about any occasion that you want to make it for, right? So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and move this out to the side. Ooh, that got really bright and crazy. It didn't like what I did there. Well, we'll see how this plays out. All right, so I've got a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 thick white cardstock, and I'm going to fold this in half, and let's run our bone folder along this edge here. All right, so we've got this. Looks like I'm pretty shadowy still. Let me do one thing real quick and see if this helps at all. Close my blinds a little bit more. Sometimes the natural light plays with us. Sometimes it helps. So we'll see if that's any better. All right, so I've got my thick white card base. Now, I've got my subtle 3D embossing folder, and I'm just going to put the front of this card base in, right inside the folder, and then we're going to go run this through the die cutting machine to add the texture just to the front of the card base. All right, so now I've got that, and so you can see, hopefully, oh, that light glare. See, white cards are really hard to get the right light, but hopefully you guys can see that texture just on that front layer. All right, so we'll go ahead and fold this, and again, I'm going to run my bone folder across that again. You could see fine? Oh, good, Jennifer, I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm really struggling with it, and I'm trying to play with different things, so I really want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so next, oh, I don't have my cheat. Yes, I do. Okay, I've got a 2" by 4" piece of the True Love Designer Series paper. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Stampin' Seal, and we'll go ahead and add this to the back of this layer. And we're just going to adhere this right down to the card front. So don't have too much popped up on this one. Well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. When I get to the focal point, I get a little crazy. All right, next. I have got a piece of Daffodil Delight. So this is 5" by 1.5", and I'm going to adhere this flat as well. So let's slide that up. Get this going. All right, perfect. Eyeballing. So somewhat even left to right. Looks like I got a little bit crooked. And then up. I think I'm a little lower than I was on the original one, but I think that's okay. It's still going to be cute, right? All right. So the next thing I want to do is I am pulling in the dies. They're called the Chick dies. So this goes with the Hey Chick stamp set. So the celebration stamp set. And I'm going to pull in this little, I don't know, wire fencing, I guess you could call this. So I'm going to pull this in. And I've got a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock. So let me slide that out of the way. Now, I did not grab my paper trimmer, so we'll just do this with our paper snips. So I've got adhesive sheets, right? You just peel and stick these on. So since I forgot my paper trimmer, I'm going to lay this right here, and I'm just going to use my snips, and I'm going to cut this. Perfect, and I'm going to smooch it just a little bit shorter. Great, and so now I've got a piece I can just peel right off, stick to the back of this layer. Hopefully I don't get it too sticky all the way around, right? So now when I go and run this through my die cutting machine, when I'm done, I can just peel the backing off and stick it on. So I'm excited about that. Now, if you've not used the adhesive sheets before, I find that I need to run these through the die machine a couple of times to get it to cut really well. If it doesn't cut through the adhesive backing, that's okay, but you do want a good cut through your cardstock. I also found on this particular die, because it's got lots of little bitty pieces, that using the die brush tool that you can add onto your take your pick, super helpful to get all those little bitty bits out. So we'll run this one through. And so I've got this, and you can see I've got a few little dots in there that didn't poke out. I could spend time with my take your pick and get all those little dots out. I'm not going to worry about it. I think it's cute either way. And it's a subtle tone on tone, so I'm not going to worry about it. Hey, Jean, so glad you could jump in. Oh, the autofocus is jumping in and out. Okay, let me turn the autofocus off and let's see if that's better. This way you guys can tell me what you think. Yeah, I was afraid the autofocus would be a little bit crazy as well, but I thought I'd try it. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and my paper snips, and I'm just going to clip this apart because I'm going to split it. So why give up all this real estate that I'm going to cover up anyway, right? So let's go ahead and take the backing off of this, and I have no nails right now, so I'm going to use my take your pick to get this started, hopefully. Great. Yay, backing paper right off. So much easier than using liquid glue or fine tip glue, but boy, you can use that if you want to. But it is worth the investment of the adhesive sheets, in my opinion. You know, you do what makes you happy, but anything detailed like this, I really prefer to use the adhesive sheets. Look how easy that comes off. And a lot of times, look, that pulled out all those little dots that I didn't have punched out. Yay. So I'm just kind of eyeballing, and I'm somewhat centering it top to bottom and to the edge. So these three sides are somewhat equal distance apart. So it adds a nice little texture to the card, I think. All right, next. So I have got a 2 3/8 by 2 3/8 piece of real red cardstock, and I want to take some of this black and white twine from the Pets combo pack. It's about 12 inches of twine. I like to leave mine attached to the spool if I can when I'm tying, but you know, you do what makes you happy. So I'm just going to tie a bow around here and pull that in. And this twine is pretty chunky. It's one of our thicker twine, so if that bothers you, you could always separate the black and white layers of the twine and make it 2 pieces. All right, so I actually want the bow all the way to the end, so I'm just gonna slide this down so that's all the way to the end. Perfect. And then I can go ahead and adhere this right to my card front. Now, if you want to cut these little ends a little bit shorter, you can. I think I'm going to make my loops a little bit bigger of my bow. I think I want it to just really be chunky. Nice and chunky on this one. All right, so let's put some dimensionals on the back. So you can use black ones, you can use white ones. It's whatever makes you happy. It looks like I've got a few things left on this sheet here. So we'll pull those off. Okay, is it any better with the focus, or can you tell? All right, so I've used all the middle pieces. So we're just going to clip the edge here. You guys know you can use 100% of these sheets. No waste. You don't throw those edges away. They're just as good as the middle parts. All right, put that down. Great. And I'm just going to adhere this. And I'm purposely offsetting this because I think it looks cute that way. Great. Nice. All right, then next layer. So I've got a piece of basic white, and I am going to die cut it with my stitched shapes die. So the second largest rectangle square right here, this one. So I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to go run that through the die cutting machine. I'm creating a nice big pile here to my right. And then I've got my square right there. So let's go ahead and adhere this onto our card front as well. Get some dimensionals. I'm just going to use the black ones. Again, it really doesn't matter, but since that's what's out, I'm just going to grab them. You know, I could switch to white ones. I think I have the white ones listed in the supply list for the video. Okay, good. It's better, Kay? Good, 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 good. All right, well, I'll take it. It's all an experiment to see what works, and tomorrow might be a whole different thing. Great. Love that. And it's got just that nice height to it. Now, you don't have to pop up all those layers. I did it because the twine, because it is a little bit chunky, I wanted this popped up because I've got the twine underneath, and then the same thing here because that twine is between those layers. All right. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put my sentiment in there. Well, we'll slide it in. It'll all work out. I'll do it at the end. All right. So next, I've got a scrap of basic white. I think there's a measurement, an actual measurement that I put on there. Yes, 2 3/4 by 2. But I used a scrap. So I'm going to bring in my Memento ink. Let me slide some of this over so that I don't make a mess out of it. And so I've got this scrap here. And I'm using this little check with the cupcake. So cute. We're going to ink that up. Hopefully I get it nice and inked up. And I'm just going to stamp it on my scrap piece of paper. Doesn't matter where. Nice. Super cute. All right, let's set this over here. Let's close this for now. We'll be back to this. All right, so now I'm bringing in the birthday chick dies, and I'm going to use this one right here that lines right up to this stamped image. So I will go and die cut this out. Great. Perfect. So now I have this adorable little chick. So we're going to color him in, but I'm going to keep it pretty darn simple. So I'm going to bring in my Daffodil Delight and Real Red Stampin' Blends, my combo pack here. Let me grab a cheat of my card so I can see what I did. All right, I'm actually not going to use the light daffodil. I'm just going to stay with the dark because I'm dealing with some small spaces, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to add a little bit of color here and there to highlight it. So I'm going to add to the chick feet and his beak and this little flame. I will add my yellow. Okay, now on my red, I'm going to start, let's start with our dark. I'm going to put a little highlight under my icing of my cupcake. I'm going to color my candle. And then I'm going to just randomly color some strands of hair. It really doesn't matter what you do with that. That looks good to me. And then I'm going to bring in my light blend and I'm going to blend this cupcake bottom down. So it has a little bit of shading. So we're putting just a smidge of shading on the cupcake. And then I'm just going to add some color into these little crazy strands of hair. This is my favorite chicken because of his hair. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I have crazy hair too. All right. So could we color lots more? Of course we could. But I wanted to keep this really fast and easy to show you that you actually can do this pretty quickly. All right. Now I'm going to add this to the card front with some dimensional dots. I feel like that color looks still pretty bright. Are you guys doing okay? You like the sticky sheets? Use a sponge with the liquid glue. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that as well. I just, you know how I am with that liquid glue. I get so sticky, it makes me crazy. But yes, it does work just fine as well. This might be a little excessive on dimensionals. We'll do one more since I'm just using these edges, right? That's excessive, but it's all good. And again, I could have used the white ones, but I had the black ones out, so I'm just not going to stress out over it. If it bothers you, don't use the black ones on a white piece of paper. It's, you know, it's thicker paper, so I think it's okay. And so I'm just going to add this little check right there. Super cute. All right, so let's finish off the front with a little sentiment. So I've got a scrap piece of basic white. I'm going to bring back in this Memento ink and the Let's Celebrate. Oh, I keep saying celebrate. Celebration is over, but I got to let that go. All right, so I'm bringing in a scrap because I want to stamp and I'm only wanting the word celebrate. I don't want the let's you. So I don't have to worry if it got on there because I'm going to punch it out. But I didn't want to stamp on my, I guess stamping black on black wouldn't have mattered, but anyway, it is what it is. So I'm going to use the classic label punch. And so you guys know our punches fold flat. They have a lock on the bottom. You slide that and they open up. This is the end. The front end is the end you slide your paper in, not the wider end. And so I like to use this one upside down so I can see what I'm punching. So I can just slide it in where I want it. I'm actually going to slide it down to one side and then just squeeze it. And of course, if your hands are bothering you, which mine sometimes are, you can just literally lean on this on the table, which is nice as well. All right, now I want to banner cut this. So I'm going to take this point and I'm going to slide it back into my punch. And now I've got a little banner end. Cute. All righty. So let's see if I left any space to be able to slide this in. Oh, yay, I did. I love it when it works out like that. Now, you could use liquid adhesive. You could use Stampin' Seal. Because this is narrow, I'm going to use liquid adhesive. I'm not sure if I put liquid adhesive in the supply list or not. It's a last minute thought on how I want to do it, but either one works. It's really what your personal preference is. Okay, so I'm going to slide this in. I'm just going to hold that down for just a second because of the texture I've got going on there. Super sweet. So that's so fast and fun. And I love the texture. Okay, let's add our sentiment to the inside. So I'm keeping it super simple. Pull back in my Memento black ink and the happy birthday. And I'm just going to put the happy birthday down here in the corner. Sweet. Now you could add a chick in there if you want to. You know, you could jazz it up as much as you want, but my point today was to try to keep it really fast and easy. So if you had to make a stack of birthday cards, that you could. So can you see the detail? I feel like the autofocus doesn't give me without the autofocus, I don't get the detail as much, but I do get we don't want it to make you nauseous either. So hopefully you guys can see the detail of this and that you enjoy this project, right? Okay, good. Oh, you're having a great visual, no problems. Oh, good, Mary, I'm glad. Cupcake cracks me up. Chicken liver cupcakes. Oh, you made them for your dogs and chickens? Oh, how fun. Too funny. Love it. Love it. All right, so don't forget, you guys, last day to sign up for my online bingo is Friday. I hope you guys will join me. It's so much fun. You get a little goodie bag in the mail and your project kits. We play bingo. We win prizes. Then we have a card class. If you can't actually join us for the event live, the make and take portion is recorded and I send you the video after the fact. So you don't miss out on the card class at all. So, and of course, we are featuring this darling stamp set. All right, if you guys enjoyed today's project, be sure to share this video with your crafty friends. If you're watching on replay, I'd appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I will catch you guys next Tuesday, yes, for a little more fun. So enjoy your week. I hope you get lots of paper crafting time, and I will see you soon. All right, bye for now.